All right, everybody. Welcome to the Veteran Metals Live Show. I'm John, military veteran and precious metals collector.
And I'm Robbie, Director of Operations for Monster Coin Shop in Swannanoa, North Carolina. Thank you for coming and joining us again tonight. We appreciate your time.
Thank you very much, everybody. And I know I kind of opened every video by saying that we've been rushing around at the last minute, but we were doing it again this time.
No, for this time was like...
This time was pretty bad. All right, who we got here? We got Don, Rebel Dragon, Emerald Coast Stacker, Constitutional Stacker, Ontario 100, Cody,
Michael Garcia, welcome.
How you guys doing? Thank you very much. All right, so I have some good news for you. We officially already recorded the first Veteran Metals video, and I got over like 20 hours of editing into it. It's gonna
be a good one.
It's gonna be a real good one. Unfortunately, I finished the editing today, but the file is so big that I couldn't launch it until, or I couldn't even render it. So I had to stop what I was doing, stop rendering halfway, and drive down here and get this started. But
hit that subscribe button. Keep an eye on the page. It's coming soon.
That's right. And yeah, so Veteran Metals Live. I mean, not live. Veteran Metals Show tomorrow. Anyways, Robbie, what do we got going on this week?
So we're gonna do the product review to start out here. Okay. So going, getting close to that holiday season, I'm gonna be showing the stocking stuffer products, and so we got some 1 gram gold here. John's got some pictures popping up on the screen there. We've got Swiss, we've got Royal Mint out of United Kingdom, and we've got these carat bars. I don't see those as much as I see the other three. But what I love about those carat bars is those fit in your wallet. They're like a replica of a credit card. And gram of gold is going for about $84 right now. Great stocking stuffer. Most people do not own gold. And if they pull that out of their stocking, they're going to be like, cool. So that's my product review. Gold gets an A+++ for product.
Very good. Thank you for sharing that. This is the first time I've actually seen one of these in person, and now that I'm holding it, it's nice. I mean, this is pretty cool.
They're pretty sturdy. Yeah,
it's sturdy.
Yeah, totally.
It feels nice. It would be kind of cool if you could actually hook your credit card up to it and have some real gold in your.
I think they have they have a product like that.
That'd be really cool.
I'm a big fan of the PAMP, the Swiss PAMP. Like Geiger. It's just real quality name brand piece of metal.
Yeah, and Emerald Coast, I got 20 hours into it because it's a big learning experience. Like if I went back and remade the same video that I spent the last 20-something hours on, I could do it in 2 hours. But I really upped my game. You know, I used to have like a picture kind of roll into the screen. Now I got like an actual character running around the background. I got, glass blowing. I can do anything I want now. So I've been spending a lot of time studying, putting it together. So moving forward, this video is going to be good. And everything else is going to be even better.
Emerald Coast is loving the live setup. So you talk about these flags that I hung up about 45 seconds ago, whatever. What we got for fact of the week? Is it time for our fact of the week?
We do have a fact of the week.
Cool.
And I'll kind of break it down simple, but I do want to read it to you just because there's a lot of big words in there and I don't want to mess it up. But the fact of the week is that they use gold in modern medicine. Specifically, they use gold for cancer treatment. And the reason is, just like they put dye in your blood to try to follow the dye color and see where there's a tumor, it's the same thing with the gold. The gold will actually build up in the tumor, and it will reflect certain lights that they shoot at it. So they'll be able to see the tumor a lot easier. And the good thing is that it's healthier for you.
Yeah,
so you're not.
Interesting.
Gold's not poison or anything, so you can put it in you, and it naturally flushes out when it's done.
So it's kind of like an illumination tool to get photographs of what's going on in your. Interesting. I did not know that.
And I think if I had to get something put in me, I'd rather have some gold than that radioactive dye that they use. Yeah, and that's it. So I'm going to read it real quick. Gold nanoparticles (GNPs) are valuable in cancer treatment due to their localized plasmon surface resonance (LPSR), allowing them to absorb light at specific wavelengths. This ability makes them useful in hyperthermic cancer treatments and medical imaging. GNPs can be tailored in shape and size to alter their photothermal and photoacoustic properties. So it just keeps on going with a bunch of big words, but you get it. Gold is useful. I don't know how many of you were surprised by that, but there you go.
In medicine. It's got medical application.
That's right. All right, what we got going next?
We're going to continue the gold theme. We're going to start talking about this is our main segment of the show?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know if you guys noticed, Robbie's kind of carrying the episode today because I was so busy.
They didn't notice that.
They're going to know.
I don't know.
They noticed now. You need the credit, man. Robbie's carrying this.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about the gold confiscation of 1933 that happened under the Franklin D. Roosevelt administration. So you got to set the stage. 1933, what did things look like? Not good, bad, lot of failed businesses, high unemployment, very hard times. So what does the government do when the economy is bad? Well, they print out money and they hand it to people and they tell it to go spend that money. So that's kind of the go-to solution when the economy's bad. Start spending. Authorize big packages where people get to, they print money and spend a lot of money. The difference between the COVID thing and 1933 is in 1933, the money that they printed actually had to be backed by gold. So annoying, right? For the government to have to actually have the gold on hand to start printing money. And FDR had these big plans for these big programs. It was gonna jumpstart the economy, but he wasn't able to print enough money to fund it because the government didn't have enough gold. So the government came up with a solution, and that was tell the citizens to turn in their gold, or else they'd get thrown in prison. And so that was pretty solid. It worked, right? It worked. So he issued Executive Order 6102, making private ownership of gold illegal. They were allowed to keep a little bit of gold. I think it was like 5 ounces, which was worth about $100 at the time. They were allowed to keep a little bit of gold. And you had your media spin component going on too. All the good Americans are going to turn in their gold and serve their country and be patriotic. And then the bad gold hoarders were, a danger to the country. So people started turning in their gold, and at the time, gold was pegged to a dollar amount, and that dollar amount was $20.67. And so when they turned in their ounces of gold, they got paid $20.67 every time they turned in an ounce. It wasn't like today where you have like a spot price. It was just a flat rate. And so they turned in their gold, and after that was done, after that deadline had passed and the government had paid everybody $20.67 per ounce of their gold, what did they do? They passed the Gold Reserve Act, which made the gold worth $35 an ounce once they had taken it from all the people. So now gold was worth $35 an ounce, and they were able to print all the money they needed to get the big programs going. The interstate was built. I mean, we do have the interstate system today. I think that fell under the whole thing. But the thing about gold being worth $20.67 and then being revalued at $35 an ounce, the big takeaway there is that the gold didn't change. Your dollar did. The dollar was devalued. The gold was the same value as it was. It just needed more dollars to buy the same amount. So today, a lot of people in the store are saying, gold is up, gold is up. Actually, your dollar is down. And so that's kind of that. If you hear nothing else, kind of think about that. The gold doesn't change. The dollar is what changes. In 1971, Richard Nixon struck the gold standard altogether. They didn't have to worry about that annoying thing where they had to have gold to print money anymore. And then in 1974, Gerald Ford legalized private ownership of gold again. But ultimately, the 1933 gold confiscation is very similar to the COVID bucks. It's just another way of inflating the currency and removing barriers to reckless government spending. So there you have it, folks. That is in a nutshell. That's what you were looking at.
That was great. And the whole time you were talking, people were just saying,
I wish I could have read all that. Yep.
That was informative. That flowed. That was perfect, man. Thank you very much.
History is most certainly repeating itself, Emerald Coast. That's, it's the same kind of thing repackaged over and over again. How can we spend your money? And they need to make more of your money to spend more of your money. And every time they do that, it becomes worth less and less and less and less.
Well, the good news is if they try to get their money back again, it's not worth anything. So they can just have it.
So, that brings up something I wanted to say. So I sell a lot of Canadian gold maple leafs. A lot. We sell a lot of U.S. gold eagles. But there are people who buy Canadian gold maple leafs from me, and they do that because could the government do another gold confiscation? That's a fair question. And I've heard the argument that in the case that the government did attempt to confiscate citizens' gold again, it would be much more difficult for them to confiscate gold from another government than it would the ones that say United States of America right on them. So, food for thought. Thank you, Constitutional Stacker. Thank you.
That's right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, man. I'm gonna come get you back because that's like the third or fourth time you've hooked us up with one of those. Thank you very much.
Maples are beautiful, Rebel Dragon. They are so pretty. The silver maples, the way they put those, the reading in the fields of the coin, that light is just incredible. The way that spins. So I agree. I think those maples are just top notch in terms of eye appeal.
So you said you sell a lot of maples. Which country do you sell the most of in total?
Ontario's asking about Krugerrands. The top three are United States Gold Eagles, Canadian Gold Maple Leafs, and South African Gold Krugerrands. Those are definitely the top 3 1-ounce gold products that are sold.
Are the American Gold Eagle premiums coming down like the Silver Eagle?
The premiums on metals have been pretty stable since we started this. What are we on? Episode 5? What is this?
7.
7,
I think, yeah.
7. There's not been any major premium changes since we started this show, or we would have talked about it. So, the buffaloes, Charles, we do sell a good bit of buffaloes as well. In terms of our customers who are focused on obtaining United States minted gold, they tend to not have a preference between buffaloes and eagles. Either will work for them. So we do sell a lot of buffaloes as well.
Very cool.
We have sold some Australian kangaroos, Cody, but it has been it's been a little while since we've had those in stock. We've really been doing maple leafs, Krugerrands, buffaloes, and eagles. Those kangaroos are sweet, though. Charles, I'm partial to the buffalo. I just love that coin. I love the buffalo nickel itself. I love that series of coins. I like the 3-legged buffalo as an error coin in United States coin collecting. So I like the silver buffalo rounds for their value and what you get for what you pay. So I'm just a big fan of the image of the buffalo in general, and it's that image and how it fits into coin collecting overall.
All right, guys, let's just move into the Q&A section now. We're trying to keep this one a little shorter than 20 minutes.
Do you want to do that?
Oh,
yes,
we do want to do that.
We got since we're talking FDR, we gotta bounce off the shop talk real quick. I just want to show you guys something I bought. It's just cool. Yeah. So it's the 2015 3-piece silver March of the Dimes set. You get a proof silver dime, you get a reverse proof silver dime, and you get a proof silver dollar. And John's it's kind of hard on the image of the reverse proof. Reverse proof is going to come up again soon on Veteran Metals, so keep that keep that in mind. If you don't know what a reverse proof is, stay tuned because we got a lot of information on that coming up. But we got these. This is the 3-piece set. It's in ANACS first day of strike holders. For those of you who don't know, ANACS is a grading service. It is actually the official grading service of the American Numismatic Association. It stands for American Numismatic Association Certification Services. It's the oldest grading service in America, and that's the holder you see. A lot of people are familiar with PCGS and NGC. I'm a big fan of ANACS. I think they do a great job. And I think if you have a coin that you want certified, maybe you picked it up somewhere, you're wondering if it's real, or maybe you want to test your grading skills, ANACS can be a lot easier to work with for an individual. If you're not a coin dealer and you want to have a coin certified, ANACS.com. They have a great customer service. You can call them on customer service phone number, and they'll walk you through the process. So I'm a big fan of ANACS. So that's the shop talk, the 3-piece silver March of the Dimes commemorative set. If anybody, I haven't priced it yet. It just came in. But if anybody's interested, shoot me an email, monstercoinshop@gmail.com, and we'll work something out with you.
Take it easy, Emerald Coast. Thank you very much for coming through. All right, let's see. We missed any questions here? Back through. And like I said, I'm sorry guys for being a little not prepared today, but it's going to be worth it when you see the video tomorrow and all the videos coming forward.
Yeah, he hadn't even slept in like 48 hours or something. He's just been on his computer.
I went to bed at 4:30 last night and woke up at 6.
But we want y'all to, it's going to be a good video. It's going to be a sweet video.
Yeah.
Crank another one out just as soon as that one's up, so.
All right, well, I'm probably missing something again, but I think we'll call it.
I don't think so. I think we covered it. Does anybody have any? Questions?
Don, that's exactly what the video is on tomorrow. Tomorrow, the video is on the 2023 Morgan Peace Dollar Reverse Proof Set.
What do I think of it? I think it's a super cool product. I've liked those modern pure silver Morgans and Peace Dollars. I think the uncirculated ones in terms of eye appeal have been my favorite. And then I really liked the proofs. Reverse proof is, everybody's got their certain preferences. I don't know if it's my favorite in terms of eye appeal, but it's a pretty cool looking set.
It is, and it's the very first reverse proof Morgan and Peace Dollars, right?
That's as far as I know. Yep. I don't think there's been reverse proof Eagles and apparently a reverse proof dime from 2015, and there's been a number of reverse proof coins, but never a Morgan or Peace.
Who would have ever thought that I would get in on the first of something involving Morgan silver dollars? Like, they've been around for over 150 years, and I got the first of something. That's cool.
How you doing, Miss Coin Crew?
All right, guys. Well, we're gonna call it. It looks like we're stuttering out here, but we did good. Thank you very much for joining us. We have a new video tomorrow, and we got a live video next Thursday.
We appreciate your time tonight. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you next Thursday.
If you guys have questions for next week or an idea for a video, just drop it in the comments, and I'll go back and check it out later. All right, guys. Thank you very much. We'll be right back.